Hey friends, welcome back to the channel Stock Dr. RR. Today we are going to discuss about technical levels of Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&p 500, Russell 2000, and precious commodities, gold and silver. Before we go ahead and start our analysis, in case you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon. You will get the notification of all featured videos on this channel. Let's go ahead and see the economic calendar. We all know this is a very important month for the market because we have the election results coming on. You will see a lot of volatility in the market. Any side, you can see a lot of big swings. So be careful with the big positions in the market. Again, we have important data on Thursday, November 7th, that is about Fed interest rate decision. This data is coming. So as I mentioned, there will be a lot of volatility into the market. So let's be careful. Let's go ahead and see the charts. The first chart is Nasdaq 100. You can see here Nasdaq 100 has a big range now here. You can see here uh, 20,250 is the resistance, acting as a resistance, and 20,020, almost 220 points, is the channel it has formed. So as per my understanding, if Nasdaq 100 stays above 20,240, then we can see the level of 20,400, 20,500, 20,600. If Nasdaq 100 stays below 20,000, if it stays below this number 20,000, then you can see the levels of 19,900, 19,800, and then again 19,690 and below. So this is a very important number for the downside, and 20,240 is an important number for the upside. Let's go ahead and see the next chart, Dow Jones. For the Dow Jones, you can see here this is a 4 hourly chart. I can see that support area is between 42,075 and 41,855. This is the support area, meaning there might be a possibility that Dow Jones can come into this area, stay here, and then show the upside. Or from here itself, it can go up for the level of 42,700, 43,000, and 43,250. These are the three upside levels. If it starts trading below 41,850, if it starts trading below 41,850, then we can see the level of 41,550, 41,350, and 41,100. These are the three downside levels for Dow Jones. Let's talk about the next index, S&p 500. For S&p 500, as the moment it starts trade below 5730 and sustain below it, then we will talk about the downside level of 5675 and 5625. Now, if it holds this level of 5730, then the possibilities of going back to 5800, 5840, and 5890 is possible. Let's talk about Russell 2000. For the Russell 2000, you can see for Russell 2000, the important number is 2200. This 2200, if the Russell is managed to stay above it, then you can see the targets of the first target you are seeing here is 2250, then 2280, and then 2310. If it stays below this 2200 level, then you will see 2165 and 2140. These are the two downside targets. Now, if we talk about gold, you can see gold is day by day is going up. You can see this is a parabolic upside in the gold. It's very expensive at this point of time, and I think there should some recovery come in the gold. Ideally, I'm looking for the level of 2700. If gold comes near 2700, then it we will say that there is a good cool off after the big upside, and then again gold can start going in up direction. I don't have the upside target for the gold. We are keeping it open. But for the downside, if it break below 2700, then the first target is 2650 and second target is 2618. These are the two downside targets for the gold. Now, silver. Silver, we all know that silver went up from the level of 27 to 35, and then after this big upside, it corrected, and which was required. So for silver, I can say that the silver has a support area between 32.50 to 31.50. This is a support area. Now silver might trade between this level for few days, or maybe from here you can see here it came to 32.50 and then bounced back from here. So if managed to stay above 32.50, then you will see again the next level of 33.30, 33.75 and 34.15, which is highly possible. We will talk about the downside of the silver only and only if it managed to trade and sustain below 31.50, or let's say 31.40. If it managed to stay below this line, then you will see the target of 30.50 and $30, which I think unlikable, because on the weekly chart the silver has given a solid breakout. I just want to show you, this is the weekly chart. Here it has given a solid breakout. So I don't think it will come down, but if it come down below 31.40, definitely it can show these two levels, and at that time also it would be a good entry point for the long-term investment. So I would say silver is still, there is a lot of opportunity for the upside, but for the gold, I'm waiting for a pullback and then it should be added. So this is all about today, my friends. I hope you learned something out of these levels today. And last but not least, let's learn and earn together.